Now, I don't do these videos often, but this is something I think I need to speak about. Yes, Antonio Tarver versus Johnathon Banks. Now, the question I'm asking is this. What is Johnathon Banks doing in a boxing ring as a boxer? Johnathon Banks is the head coach, the lead coach for the heavyweight champion of the world, Vladimir Klitschko. Now, let me get this worked out right, yeah? James Ali Bashir is the assistant coach to Vladimir Klitschko. James Ali Bashir has got over 40 years experience plus as a trainer. He's around the days of Muhammad Ali. He trained and he was in the same era with Manny Stewart. Him and Manny Stewart would work together in many camps. Manny Stewart would call Bashir in to work together in training camps. Bashir will tell you himself. So first, I've always been baffled as to why Klitschko employed Johnathon Banks as a trainer. Okay, so he believes Banks is better suited for him than Bashir. Okay, fine, you make that decision. Don't understand it. And Klitschko's been doing well. His last performance was spectacular against Pulev. But here's the second thing. If you're now going to be the head trainer to the heavyweight champion of the world, I assume you're getting paid a good amount of money. Now, you fought in a rematch against Seth Mitchell. You dropped Seth Mitchell after beating him the first fight. And then for some reason you just stopped fighting in one of the most strangest performances I've seen since probably Oliver McCall fought Lennox Lewis. And now, that wasn't enough. You came back and you decided to fight Antonio Tarver. Now, no disrespect to Antonio Tarver and his career and whatever Tarver does and achieves as a heavyweight, well, that's kudos to him. He's established and done what he's done as a light heavy, and now moving up to cruiser and becoming a heavyweight, trying to be heavyweight champion. That's kudos to Tarver. He's given it his last shot, so that's fine. And he scores a knockout over Johnathon Banks. But what is Johnathon Banks doing in the ring? What is he doing in the ring? What is he doing? What is his purpose being in the ring? What, to find if he still wants to fight? Well, if he wants to be still doing that, then really he shouldn't be a coach if he's still got that burning ambition. It doesn't make any sense to me. Logically, it does not make any sense. Imagine this, you're the heavyweight champion of the world and you watch your trainer get a whooping by a guy who, let's be honest, you shouldn't be getting your ass whooped by. How does that play in the champ's psyche? And then you as head coach have to then turn around and tell your fighter. I mean, how does that work? That whole authority thing. You turn to your trainer, or you fight, you've had your last fight, you've blown away, one of the top contenders, and then your trainer got knocked out in his last fight. So imagine the conversation. Klitschko's in camp, and Banks turns to Klitschko and says, "This is how I want us strategically to go about this fight." And Klitschko says, "Yeah, like you did against Tarver, right? Or maybe you did against Seth Mitchell. Right, yeah, two great performances there." I mean, that's got to play some sort of psyche inside of Klitschko's head. So then what is the dynamics there? I don't understand. If somebody in boxing can give me an example of when the champion is A, better than the trainer, but B, fighting in the same division, and B, is still fighting and is the head coach of a world champion. Can somebody please give me an example of that happening? I think it's crazy. I think it's ludicrous. I think Johnathon Banks needs to make a serious decision in his life whether he is going to be full-time trainer or full-time fighter, because he's trying to do one and the other, and I don't know. Some would say, oh well, Banks is doing a fantastic job with Klitschko, but I think at the age Klitschko is now, I think really what he needs to do is get himself into shape. And I don't know. I think for me, I think it's a great disservice to someone like James Ali Bashir. But boxing fans, what do you think? You know, that can't be good. Watching Tarver beat up Banks is just like no good. It's not good. And this ain't no slight on Johnathon Banks. I'm sure he's a good fighter when he's got his head on the right way, but I can't understand how a guy who looks so promising one fight suddenly looks so awful afterwards. I don't get it. But credit to Tarver, he's done well. I tell you a fight I wouldn't mind seeing now. Tarver versus Briggs. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight. I'd like to see that fight for Tarver. Or even Tarver against Cunningham. I'd like to see that fight as well. I did hear a rumour once that David Haye and Tarver went to fight in Dubai. I don't know how true that was either. But yeah. Just to close, I still don't understand. Just Johnathon Banks thing is just a mystery. Let me know what you guys and girls think out there. I'm out.